Hi, good morning. We'll take you through the entire process of how we grow our groundnuts, which variety and stuff, and how we make the wood pressed oil. So what you see now is the harvesting of the groundnut that we had grown a couple of months back. Right now it's being harvested by all the village folk, women especially. This is the Desi variety of groundnut. It's called a Ghungru variety. Normally farmers do not grow this because it gives a very less yield. But this peanut has very less allergens compared to the hybrid peanuts. It's very good to eat, very nutritious. It gives a very low yield. And as you see, everything is being done by hand on an organic farm. No major instrumentation or machinery used. The groundnuts is harvested by hand, like you see. It's plucked from the root and put into these baskets and then taken for drying. These are yet green ones which need to be harvested. All these are planted in the food forest. It's a mixed ecosystem that helps all the plants get the required nutrition. Now we have got the groundnuts in the sun to dry. This is with the shell. So you see it's spread by hand for 2 or 3 days in bright sunlight. It's dried naturally completely. So after drying, then you take it over and you de-shell it and you get the groundnut, the nut as such, which is again dried for 3 or 4 days. This is the dried groundnut, and then the groundnut is taken and put into a wood churner. Now this is all on the farm. You see the wood churner down. There's a stone vessel, and it's been churned. It's been churned at a very low RPM, that's rotations per minute, so that the groundnut doesn't heat up, the oil doesn't heat up, the nutrition is preserved, all the fiber that is so essential that needs to come in the oil and in your body is preserved. A very slow process. It's time consuming, rarely been done nowadays by many people. This used to be the lakdi ghani style that people, our old folk and our grandparents did it this way. The cow dung cakes that remain from crushing the groundnut are then fed to our cows, and we ensure that this feed is completely organic to the cows also. So all this process, guys, is done on the farm, is done in front of our eyes, and that's how we are very sure about the quality of oil being utmost and supreme quality. That oil. Now this has a little bit fiber. You'll find the fiber at the bottom of the bottle, and it's completely natural to have this fiber. This oil doesn't stick to your gut. It gets digested very fast and does not have all these chemicals that are used for processing oil in larger factories. So one of the best oils to have, grown naturally, organically in our certified EcoCert farms, pressed on the farm and brought to you fresh.